The hardest thing for me to hear throughout the process was my meeting with the doctor after, it was probably a year after my injury, and I was going with high hopes to get cleared and able to play again. And what he told me in the office was that he thinks I would never be able to play rugby again. I cried a lot in his office. It was heartbreaking. I just felt like everything that I worked towards was gone, and that's because at the moment it was. In my grade 12 year, we had our championship game. About 20 minutes into the game, I went to make a tackle and my head went into a girl's thigh and compressed my neck and left me on the ground in pain. The athletic therapist ran over and started asking me about where I was, what was my name, all the concussion protocol questions, and I was able to answer all of them fine. But when I went to sit up, I had no strength in my neck to sit me up. I started crying because this was my chance to help our team go to OFSA, and I wasn't able to compete. I sat there with a strained neck, and my left arm was numb and weak, and I had no idea what it was, but I knew it was serious. I went to the hospital that night and I waited in ER for a really long time. When I finally saw the doctor, he saw me for 10 minutes, did no x-ray. He told me to look left and look right, up and down, and asked me how much pain I was in. When I did all that and told him I was in a lot of pain, he told me it was a strained neck and he sent me home. And at a different hospital, immediately they put me in a neck brace. They did a CT scan. They upgraded my neck brace to another one, and they put me on a stretcher in an ambulance and sent me to Sick Kids. At the second hospital, through the CT scan, they diagnosed me with a broken C7 vertebrae. So it was really scary. I went from a strained neck to a neck brace for 3 months. So I ended up going to my high school prom in a neck brace and was given the nickname Regina George.
She could have easily been a paraplegic, so she was, like the neurologist said, she was a very lucky girl. It was very scary. When you think of what could have been, you know, we're just very thankful that she's able to walk today.
I think it was 5 months after the initial diagnosis of never being able to play again, I went back to the doctors and I got an opinion again from the first neurosurgeon that told me, that's it. And he looked at me and he said, I can't think of any reason why you can't play anymore. And I lit up. I was ecstatic.
I've never seen a person look so happy. That was the news she wanted to hear, that she could play again. And she was just, you know, thrilled about it.
Once I made my first hit, I knew that I was back. My biggest accomplishment with rugby was making Team Canada. At not even a year before, I was being told I couldn't play rugby again. And I felt like it was all out of reach. And a year later, I got the email to play Rugby Canada in England. And it just felt like a real roller coaster of a journey, but I felt like I got to where I wanted to go. Canada actually started its first women's rugby league team a couple years ago, where I was given the opportunity to play. Through them, I went to Australia for a month and competed in the World Cup representing the Canada Ravens, and we competed against New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, and Australia, and ended up placing 4th in the world. I think it's important to know that despite what doctors tell you, despite what other people tell you, you are in control of a lot of things in your life. And if you continue to persist and pursue, you might go from never being able to play again to representing nationally. You might go from, you know, not being able to walk to running a marathon. And that comes with hope, that comes with determination, and that comes just with never giving up. You are in control of a lot of things, and you can't let other people tell you you're not. Woo! That's good! I like it.